GnuCash, as a free and open-source personal and small business accounting software, empowers users with robust features for managing finances. It operates on the double-entry accounting principle, providing a detailed and accurate record of all your financial movements. As an accounting software expert, I often encounter users who are new to GnuCash, or even seasoned users who haven't fully explored its capabilities, asking about seemingly simple but incredibly useful features. One such feature that can significantly boost your efficiency is the ability to select multiple transactions. Why would you need to select multiple transactions? Imagine you're reconciling your bank statement, and you have a series of similar transactions that all clear at once. Or perhaps you need to delete a batch of incorrectly entered transactions. Maybe you want to re-reconcile a set of past entries, or even export a specific group of transactions. Being able to select more than one entry at a time can save you a tremendous amount of clicking and manual effort. While GnuCash might not have the flashy Select All button that some web interfaces boast, it offers several intuitive methods for selecting multiple transactions within its register view. Understanding these methods is key to becoming more proficient and efficient with your GnuCash workflow. The register view, your starting point. All multi-transaction selections happen within the register view of an account. Whether you're in your checking account, a credit card account, or an expense account, the principles remain the same. The register is where you see your individual transactions listed chronologically. Method 1. The classic shift-click for contiguous selections. This is perhaps the most common and intuitive method for selecting a block of transactions that are listed one after another, contiguous transactions. Select the first transaction. Click once on the first transaction in the sequence you wish to select. This will highlight the entire row. Hold down the Shift key. Keep the Shift key on your keyboard pressed down. Click the last transaction. While holding Shift, click on the last transaction in the contiguous block you want to select. Immediately, all transactions from your first click to your last click, inclusive, will be highlighted. This method is incredibly useful when you have a series of entries that need the same action. Method 2. The control click, or CMD click on Mac, for non-contiguous selections. What if the transactions you want to select aren't all next to each other? This is where the control key, or CMD key for macOS users, comes into play. This method allows you to pick and choose individual transactions from different parts of your register. Select the first transaction. Click once on any transaction you wish to include in your selection. Hold down the Control or CMD key. Keep the Control or CMD key on your keyboard pressed down. Click on additional transactions. While holding Control or CMD, click on each additional transaction you want to add to your selection. Each transaction you click while holding Control or CMD will be added to the highlighted group. If you accidentally click a transaction you don't want, simply click it again while still holding Control or CMD, and it will be deselect. Method 3. Selecting all visible transactions. Sometimes you might want to select every transaction currently visible in your register. While there isn't a direct Select All button in the GnuCash menu, you can achieve this quickly. Click the first transaction. Click on the very first transaction visible in your register. Scroll to the bottom if necessary if your register is long. Scroll down to the very last visible transaction. Hold down Shift and click the last visible transaction. While holding the Shift key, click on the very last visible transaction in your register. This will select all transactions within that visible range. Keep in mind this only selects visible transactions. If you have a large number of transactions that extend beyond your current view, you might need to adjust your date range filters or scroll extensively. Method 4. Using filters for targeted selection, a more advanced approach. This isn't a direct selection method in the traditional sense, but it's an incredibly powerful way to isolate a specific group of transactions, making it easy to then apply one of the above selection methods to that filtered set. Apply filters. At the top of your register, you'll see a filter by bar. You can use this to filter transactions by description. Enter keywords from the transaction description. Amount. Filter by a specific amount or a range. Date. Filter by a date range. Transaction status. Filter by reconciled status, e.g., C for cleared, Y for reconciled, N for not reconciled. More options. Click the Options button in the filter bar for even more granular filtering capabilities, e.g., by splits, notes, account. Apply selection. Once your register is filtered to show only the transactions you're interested in, you can then use Shift-click or Control-click to select the desired transactions from the filtered list. This method is particularly effective when you need to perform an action on all transactions from a specific vendor within a certain date range or of a particular type. What can you do once transactions are selected? Once you have multiple transactions selected, a few common actions become available. Delete. Press the Delete key on your keyboard, or right-click and choose Delete Transactions. Be cautious with deletion, as it permanently removes entries. Reconcile/clear. Right-click on the selected transactions and you can choose to mark them as cleared, C, or reconciled, Y, which is extremely useful during bank reconciliation. Edit multiple fields, less common directly, while GnuCash doesn't have a direct batch edit feature for all fields. Selecting multiple transactions can be a precursor to other actions that might involve changes. For instance, you could move selected transactions to a different account, though this is typically done one by one via editing splits, or by dragging to a different account in the account tree. Copy, cut, paste. You can copy selected transactions to paste them elsewhere, though this is less common for full transactions and more for individual fields.